Hello guys and welcome to part 7 of Let's Play Pokemon Blue version with me, Sanjit. And I would just like to take a few minutes at the start of this video just to tell you what an absolute palaver it has been to get this video onto YouTube. You have no idea. And as you might suspect, the main problem was that I, like my username suggests, was being a complete and total idiot because I forgot or I didn't fully appreciate the strictness of YouTube's 15-minute upload limit. I kind of forgot. I was cutting my videos a bit long, and this one I cut it like 15 minutes and 50 seconds, and it was too long. And I thought, oh well, it's too long, not too much of a problem. I'll just go back, edit a few seconds out, and re-upload it. I did not realize though that my camera recording in MP4 would be like impossible to edit. Like MP4 is like the smelly kid in the playground that no one likes, and all of the cool, nice editing software is like, oh no, we're not compatible with MP4. We don't like it. Go away. So I had to convert to cut my video down. I had to convert my video from MP4 to AVI, and that was great because I could then use it and cut it down. I cut it down to a good size, and then I lost all the sound in the cutting down process. In the converting from MP4 to AVI, I lost my narration. So I thought, oh, this is just great. This is just typical. So I thought, right, I will have to post narrate the footage. Not ideal, but it's what I'd have to do because I'd already saved my game. So I post-narrated it, and then I uploaded it to YouTube on private just to check everything out, and it turns out a lot was wrong with it. Everything, the screen was sort of messed up, the game screen was half the screen, the bottom screen was all green and weird, and the audio was off as well. So obviously it wasn't working to plan. However, Media Player could play it just about fine. So I thought, right, here's what I will do. I will play it on Media Player on my computer and film the computer with my camera, and the narration will be picked up by the camera. Unfortunately for me, the speakers were not powerful enough and the camera could hardly pick up at all the narration. So now I am filming my laptop, but I am talking to the camera because this is now a post narration. This is absolutely crazy, but it's the only way I could think to do it. I probably could have figured out a better way if I was technical in the head, but technology is not my friend. So this is how we are doing it. And now I've taken 3 minutes of your time to talk about nothing, so I should talk about the game, because you are not here to listen to my camera problems. You are here to watch me play Pokemon and be great. So you just saw Vindaloo beat a Goldeen, and the reason I use Vindaloo there is because we're fighting a water gym, and my team is really not well equipped for water Pokemon. We've got Vindaloo, who's weak, Rebel, who's weak. Raj and Bolly aren't weak, but they're not exactly what you'd call strong. And then we've just got Fungi and Clanger, who are too low in level. So I thought, we'll see how much Vindaloo, Scratch, and Embars are doing. They didn't do enough to convince me that I should let him fight without a new move, so I'm going to teach him TM19 Seismic Toss, to like buff him out before the fight, to give him an extra weapon against these water Pokemon. So I get rid of the move Growl for Seismic Toss, and I'm going to use another TM. I'm going to use that one we got off the rocket in the last part, TM28, and I think about giving this to Vindaloo, but really I think I've just given him Seismic Toss. And I think it's probably best, because Rebel, my Geodude, is going to be weak in this fight as well, that he should get a new move to be able to better defend himself with against the water type. So I'm going to get rid of Defense Curl there. I probably could have got rid of Bide, but I thought I've only just given him Bide. So we teach Rebel Dig, and now I look at my team, decide who to lead with. I decide on Raj, because Raj is probably my best bet against the water types, because it's not weak. And it's also quite powerful too. So Raj, he is going to be the main man here. But I decide, instead of leaving him in the wings, I'm going to lead with him, best foot forward, and just go with it. See how we go, putting our best Pokemon first. So Misty tells us we have to have I can't talk. Misty tells us we have to have a policy on Pokemon, and I think that's weird because I'm not trying to get elected to Pokemon Congress. I'm here just to play and beat you. So she says that her policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon, and the battle begins. So here's our battle for our second badge for our Visa form. And oh my goodness, Misty has no clothes either. Brock fought without a shirt, and Misty has just turned up to this match in her underpants. I mean, I don't mind so much with Misty as I did with Brock. That's very nice, Misty. But what is it with gym leaders? Why can't they afford proper clothes? But we forgive Misty because she sends out her Staryu, and I really want a Staryu. Look, I'm a star, a Bollywood star. That's a star. It's even saying, Sanjit, you are a Staryu. Anyway, it is our duty to attack this Staryu and beat it, and we horn attack, and it does a lot, but then it defends itself with an X, and horn attack does a lot less damage, and this is bad. So I go for one more, hoping to somehow take it out, but the X defend is going to stop that, and it's going to be allow this Staryu to get more damage on Raj, and we're pretty weak now, but we do get to level 19. And now Misty's going to send in another great Pokemon star, me, Sanjit, I'm a star. These are excellent named Pokemon, and I definitely want to pick one up if I can in this game. So anyway, we have to beat this one. So she sends out this star me, and I go for a horn attack, see how much it'll do to it, and it doesn't do a whole lot. So I think poison is the way to go, because if I can somehow get a lucky poison, I can get the residual damage, and oh my goodness, I get the lucky poison. That was excellent. So now I just decide to horn attack a poison sting again or something, but it takes me out. But Raj did a decent job, so I send in Vindaloo, hope to avoid the water attacks and get off my new attack, Seismic Toss, which won't be affected by the X Defend. But oh my goodness, Bubble Beam! And this is just my nemesis. It's like, oh, it's so powerful. What am I meant to do? Are you having a kidding? How does anyone meant to defend themselves against this Bubble Beam? So Vindaloo goes down, and now I'm running out of good Pokemon to defend myself with, so I send in Volley, hope to live some and get some pounds off. But Bubble Beam again, and look how much it does. It's like, I can't win against this Bubble Beam. Normally, bubbles are a great thing, like jacuzzis, they're very nice, bubble, and like those things you get when you're a kid, those like plastic things with the like, you know, the bubble solution, you blow and you create the bubbles, that's nice, but this is horrible bubbles. These are pure molten evil bubbles. But I sent in Fun Guy and I managed to get one scratch off, but it doesn't critical hit, and the Starmie lives it and it just takes me out again, and it's just, oh dear. So I send in Clanger and hope to avoid the water attacks, but unfortunately it's Bubble Beam City and the Clanger goes down, and now it's all on Rebel to hopefully avoid the water attack. So I'm just praying she uses tackle here and I can get the dig off and get the win. So please, but it's a water gun, I'm hoping to live, and critical hit. I don't know if that mattered, it probably didn't. And we've lost our second game. First we lose to that Rocket with Eradicate and the Hyper Fang, and now Misty starred me with the Bubble Beam. So I think, should I change my team around? Should I change my strategy? And I decide no, because the Sanjit way, guys, is if you fail, you should just try again with the same tactics that failed you before. And by gum, if it's good enough for the England football team, it is more than good enough for Sanjit. So we go in again, boldly with the same exact strategy. So I horn attack the Staryu, and this is going much better already. It uses the X defend, but it is too late, and Raj powers through with a lot more hit points. And I go for the horn attack on Starmie, decide not to go for the lucky poison again, just horn attack and go. But unfortunately it uses Bubble Beam, and we're worse off. We're in a worse situation than we were last time, because it's got more health. So I just hope to avoid the water attacks, but no such luck. I get hit with another Bubble Beam, and I get the Seismic Toss off, but Water Gun's gonna put Vindaloo out. And now I hatch a cunning plan of cunning in my head. I decide to sing it to sleep. Aya, and my beautiful singing voice can put it to sleep, and I'm going to switch out to Rebel because I'm kicking myself because my best two attackers, Raj and Vindaloo, are fainted, so I have to rely on Rebel, and if this army wakes up now, we are screwed, but it stays asleep, and now we can get away with it. We can dig, and I just hope this takes it out, and it does, and Rebel and Bolly together combined have done an excellent job. They're both going to level up, which is terrific. And we did it, we beat Misty. I'm not going to say you can't beat the Sanjit, because Misty has just proved that she can beat the Sanjit, but we beat her. And it's okay to lose early on, isn't it, guys? Because, you know, we're still learning, and we need to lose to learn. So she says, the Cascade badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders. There's more, you can now use cut anytime. Oh, that's great. Can I cut your throat so you won't tell NBZ that you managed to beat me? But I decided I probably shouldn't do that because I want to remain a free man, so I think I should leave this gym now. So off we go. And yeah, so we've got our second badge. Our visa is filling up, so that's good. We're 2/8 of the way there now. So yes, that's all looking good. So I make a quick pit stop in the Pokemon Center, and now it's on the road to Vermilion City because Bill Gates, remember, gave us that party invitation for a cruise ship in Vermilion City. So off we go, but I accidentally jumped the wall back into Cerulean City. But while I'm back here, I decide to take a look at my team again because I think Fun Guy, you know, my Paris isn't really having fun. I think he would have more fun if he wasn't fighting at the moment. So I decide I'm going to deposit my Fun Guy, and I'm going to withdraw my Pokemon I have stored, and bonus points if you can remember who it is, because it's Nemo. So we grab Nemo, a Magikarp, who only knows Splash at the moment, and now we're going to try once again to get to Vermilion City. And we have to go through this guy's house. Isn't it weird? You have to go through this guy's house to get out the city. Hey man, did you know your house is the only exit to the city? I'd hate it if my house was like a thoroughfare to the city. But anyway, that guy doesn't seem to mind too much, and we can go on. So we run down through here, and we reach another house, and I'm going to go into this house without knocking, as I always do. Hello! Oh, you're very well dressed in a suit and a hat there. That's very nice. I run a daycare. Would you like me to raise one of your Pokemon? I don't know, man. Where's your daycare certificate? This could be a dodgy place. How do I know I can trust you? I can trust you. Your suit screams trust to me. So I'm going to let him take Nemo off my hands because I think, well, Nemo's only splashing about for me, and if he can train him, then so much the better. So goodbye, nice man in suit. Look after Nemo. Oh, and when I get back, guys, when I get back here, when I get Nemo back, you know what we will do? We will find Nemo. You guys are no fun. So I want to go through here, but this guard is like, hey, you can't go through here. The road is closed because I'm thirsty. And I'm like, that's great. What if I was like an emergency heart transplant guy? And I'd just be like, hey, I want to get to the city, I got the emergency heart transplant, people will die if I don't get this through. And that guard's just going to be there, unless you've got lemonade, Sanjit, I don't want to know, you can't come through. So that guard is useless, so we have to go through here to get to somewhere else. And that guy wanted to trade something, but I don't want to trade with that guy. And we go through this very long green tunnel, very long, and we do it at 1x speed, and I have no idea why we did it at 1x speed. Hello! People often lose things in that underground path. I lost my virginity there. Well, that's great. That's too much information there. So we're going to continue on this road, and I'm going to try and avoid all the trainers. I'll come back and fight them later off screen, but I think I will... Oh, I can't avoid these people, so I have to fight these people. And this is a junior trainer, and she sends out a Pidgey, and it's horn attack time. All I do, I spend half of my life horn attacking. This game is very repetitive, but it needs to be done. And to mix it up, second Pokemon turns out to be a Pidgey, which is very interesting. You don't see many Pidgey. And then to really, you know, like add more diversity, her third Pokemon is a Pidgey, and yeah, you really don't see that a lot. So that was a very interesting battle against a diverse opponent, and then this guy says, "Hurry, you want to talk to me?" And I'm like, he ran up to me, man, if I wanted to talk to you, I would go up to you. I mean, I don't know about you, but if you run up to someone and say, hey, do you want to talk to me? Odds are they really don't, and they think you're insane. But oh no, this guy's second Pokemon is a Raticate, and Raticates are our nemesis. Like Bubble Beam, Raticates are our nemesis. And it beat Raj. The curse of the Raticate continues. Raj at level 20 beaten by a Raticate. Fortunately, Clanger can come in and pick up the pieces, grab some experience, level 14, and now I'm going to stop talking because the part will end very abruptly, so goodbye.